Hey guys, welcome back. We're at Android Central Live, SDC13. We've got a couple more people to talk to. Of course, you can tell by the shirts, we have guys from ChallengePost here, Brandon and Brian, if I recall correctly. So you guys are partnering up with Samsung. You're running the happy hour event tonight. What exactly is ChallengePost? Kind of give us the quick overview for somebody who hasn't heard of you guys.
Sure. ChallengePost is a website, challengepost.com. And on that, you'll find software competitions from companies like Samsung and a bunch of other companies and government agencies and even other developers. And they're challenging software developers to build software and show off their software.
So just any software developer can say, go to challengepost.com. They can look at the open challenges and just get in on it. They don't have to have any kind of affiliation or anything like that?
Nope. Almost all the challenges we've ever powered are free.
Okay.
And not only do you get exposure for your software, and you get to keep all of the intellectual property, but if you win, you also get additional prizes and discovery and business deals and all kinds of other cool stuff, including challenges we powered with Samsung.
Right. So somebody like Samsung will say, okay, we have X service we want to put up, or we want people to integrate with this API. What kind of prizes are they putting out there?
It's all over the map. To go back a step, we do two different things, right? We do in-person hackathons, which are like 1 to 3 days, sort of build a prototype and have some fun, and then longer online challenges that are going to usually have much bigger prizes because they're targeting higher level app development.
Right, and that'll be like whole groups of people working together for a single goal?
Yeah, or to build a single app or a product.
Okay.
And the prizes, to your question, there could be hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash prizes.
Wow, okay.
But also other kinds of prizes like getting exposure, getting to meet people. So for example, today we're here at the SDC13, the big keynote, they had this company up called Movl, M-O-V-L. They entered our first challenge with Samsung to build apps on their smart TVs.
Right, which we saw a whole lot about that in the keynote.
Yeah, and they won. And then the second year, Samsung asked them to provide their tools to others who would enter, and then this year Samsung bought them. So that's a good example of something other than money.
Maybe it's not just that short-term goal of winning $100,000 or something would be fantastic, but being picked up as an employee or having your company purchased is obviously infinitely more valuable, of course.
Yeah.
Right. So you guys, of course, you work with somebody like Samsung. I'm assuming you guys work all the way down to a lower level group that's just looking for something simple or trying to bring on some lower level people.
So we do lots of college hackathons where it's about getting people together to have fun and learn new skills and make friends that could potentially be business partners.
Right.
Lots of it's cause-based, more about organizations. So like Michelle Obama's Let's Move initiative did apps for healthy kids to help kids better manage their nutrition and exercise more.
Okay, so it could be any kind of cause. So maybe even if you're not interested in the prize or something, you just want to develop something that could help somebody else, or go towards something that you're really interested in.
Sure.
Yeah, and you can drink a lot of beer too.
Right. So
college hackathons.
Exactly. College hackathons have to include alcohol.
We check ID. Everyone's 21. Everyone's
of course.
21.
For 72 hours. Oh yes, of course.
At all the college hackathons.
Sure.
Right, and if you're going to be up for hours and hours on end, maybe you want to start it off with some beer and maybe trail off after that. So do you guys, with your hackathons, are these like 3 days straight, people aren't sleeping, they're like drinking Red Bulls and eating cookies or something? Is that kind of that's what you think of when you think hackathon, right?
Pretty much right. But they also get good 8 to 10 hours sleep, wouldn't you say, at the same time, probably?
Some, not in the...
It's pretty well taken care of and responsible.
They spend more time hacking and less time sleeping, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a lot of glory over this. Spend 3 days up, build the best thing, but it's probably not the most productive.
There's lawyers in the room, so
people
I just want to be careful.
Sleep. We encourage sleeping.
Yeah. Exactly, and it's hey, they're doing it under their own power, right? So that's all about. I'm sure you guys see that once you provide an incentive for something, then all of a sudden people have direction. It's not just saying build something. It's saying we kind of want you to do this sort of thing. So how directed is it? Can it be kind of wide, like build us something that has to do with a fitness app, or is it going to be integrate with this exact API? How do the people determine that?
Yeah, so I can tell you about a very specific one.
Sure.
The FTC. You ever got a robocall? Somebody calls you, illegal robocall?
All the time.
This is really annoying, right?
Yeah.
So the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, said, we want to stop these. We want to block illegal robocalls. So create software to do it. And they did. And the winner, a single developer in New York, just published his software. He was all over the press. Today's Show, like 160,000 downloads in one day. And that's a very specific problem that got stopped through a challenge, but then there's also really open-ended ones. I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, so slightly more open-ended. We've done apps to help teachers better manage their classrooms with New York City schools, and we'll give a few different problem statements. Like you could tackle it one of these 10 ways and sort of provide some inspiration, or a company like Evernote, where it's a note-taking app, and it's sort of the best use of their platform, and there's a super wide range, and we leave it way.
Right, of course. If you give somebody the tools to integrate with something like Evernote, it's, they kind of want to see the sky's the limit kind of side of things, right?
Right.
Yeah. You could organize all of your beers in Evernote and then export them through an API.
Yeah, a list of upcoming hackathons or something like that.
Brandon's very thirsty.
That's right. Well, did you know we're actually throwing a happy hour?
You did mention that.
5 o'clock. I think they're actually all probably there right now drinking without us, but that's okay.
Right. So anybody that's watching live that doesn't happen to be, they could be watching live from the happy hour, by chance. But if they're here, where do they go to get in on that?
Couple doors down.
The Georgian room? I hope that's right.
Exactly.
I think
All right,
it's the
Georgian room sounds
about
right.
Sounds good.
Well, we'll let you guys go get on to that and go partake in some beers and talk to the developers.
But in all seriousness, any developers that are watching, anybody out there who's interested in making something that solves a problem or getting exposure for their software, wants to make an impact and get discovered, check out challengepost.com when you get a chance, and we hope that you participate.
All right, fantastic. Brandon, Brian, it's great to talk to you guys.
Thanks, man.
Yep. All right, we'll be coming back with more interesting people, more interviews at SDC13.